Hello again, I'm Cheryl Davies with another session of The Way to Wellness. Today, our special guest is an accomplished published author who is involved with the two biggest problem areas in education today: school bullying and teen suicide. Here to talk about his books and speaking engagements, please welcome Mike Lisowski. Why don't you tell us about yourself?
Cheryl, thanks for having me. And Cheryl, I've been very fortunate to be surrounded throughout my career with very good people. And I'm proud to say that Susquehanna Community High School, where I was principal, was an award-winning school. And I'm also have to say that I was featured on the NBC National Nightly News program.
Oh, that's wonderful. I know you retired a few years ago. Tell us, what have you been doing since that time?
I have, since retired, tried to get a job as a urban teacher where I could have worked with the socioeconomically deprived in New York City.
Okay.
But Cheryl, that didn't work out.
Hmm.
So for a while after that, I became a basic ski bum at one of the resorts for a few years. A few years after that, I tried real estate.
Well, take some time for yourself, see what
Very good.
new interests you have.
I got a party bike,
Hmm.
which is basically a traveling bar that holds 8 people, and you scoot around from place A to B. And I had such a ball with that. But it was time to put that behind and start this where my real passion is, which is education.
Right, and so what made you get back into that after the party biking?
Cheryl, what I would do, I'd be reading the paper and I would read about a bullying situation, any state USA like Wisconsin, where something bad happened from it. Or else I would hear of a teen that killed himself in Tennessee, and it would be like, boy, oh boy, Mike Lisowski, you have a gift. You should be getting involved with that, because I was frustrated. I couldn't do anything from where I was.
And, it's hard to see that sort of thing in the paper almost every day.
Right. And so it was like a mandate that I had, Mike, this is where you really belong. And I do have a certain type of a gift with being able to talk to kids. I am not going to say I am an empath. I am going to say I have a lot of empathic abilities. So I understand the way kids feel.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore,
so you can connect with people
right,
on another level.
Right. And write a book, actually write 2 books and start speaking about it. And we're getting close to that.
Yeah, and okay, so your books. Tell us about your books.
The first book, Cheryl, is called Unmask the Bully and End School Bullying. And basically, what it's about are all bullies are hiding behind weaknesses they have.
Yeah.
So it's very basic. It explains the society, how it changes, and how that attributes to bullying. It will also explain the origin of bullying, what actually happens to both the student that gets bullied and to the bully himself as to why they act the way they do.
Mm-hmm.
The book which is getting finished right now, A Parent's Handbook on Teenage Suicide, does the exact same thing. I have it as basic as could be so people will know what actually goes on inside of a person, inside of anybody that would make them start thinking about hurting themselves. And Cheryl, I only write on things I have experienced in my own life. So we're talking about bullying, we're talking about suicides and such. And let's just say I've had an interesting past where maybe unfortunately I did experience those, or maybe fortunately for now, because I get a chance to talk and write about them.
Absolutely. So you give presentations to schools, including talks created for students, parents, teachers, and even administrators. You keep stressing they are unique. What makes your speaking engagements unique?
Cheryl, what I've discovered from being in education for so long is you have to be exciting and able to keep people's attention. I've seen way too many good presenters, teachers, and such lose a message because their audience basically went to sleep on them. So I will do as much as I could to provide enthusiasm to a program and to provide different types of presentations, such as audios and visuals. And so let me give you a little flow as to what I mean about trying to hold attention. And let me get a prop out for this. So here we go. Do you know the average person spends 4 years of their life looking down at their cell phone?
I believe it.
Kind of ironic, ain't it, how these touch screens can make us lose touch, because friendships are more broken than the screens on our very phone. Again, another part of the program, instead of mentioning that we have to get kids self-worth, raise your self-esteem, very few places tell kids how to raise self-esteem. So
Right.
we're going to learn in the presentations and such. The disdain of all speakers, teachers, priests that might be given a sermon is boredom. And if you're a boring presenter, you're not going to get a message across. And I've seen so many excellent people that have excellent message to get across, and it never came to fruition because their audience is bored.
Yeah, they don't hold that engagement.
Right, and so let's just say I have a natural liveliness or enthusiasm about it, and about myself, and I really concentrate on pacing and coming from different directions. Love telling personalized stories.
Absolutely.
Love using videos. Love using songs, and you could supplement things
Okay.
very well. And there you have it. I think enthusiasm rules, prevents boredom.
Yeah, absolutely. And how long are these programs?
It depends right now. They could go from anywhere between 60 minutes up to 3 hours if I want to have an in-service, especially for teachers or for administrators. All these things that I've learned in 35 years that I want to impart on others and such. And for kids, could even go up to 90 minutes.
Okay.
It's interesting.
I'm sure it is. Now, how can people get in touch with you?
Cheryl, all they have to do is Lisowski presentations at gmail.com or the website, lisowskipresentation.com.
Perfect. Keep up the great work, Mike, and keep me posted on how things are going. I look forward to having you back. And there you have it, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the latest version of The Way to Wellness with Cheryl Davies. Be safe, happy, and healthy until we meet again, and thank you, Mike Lisowski, for coming.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much.